Welcome back. We are here with part 14 of Cordelia's Reign, and unfortunately for Bob, today is the day that he passes away, hit by a car right in front of his own house. So, this is what I was alluding to in the last part that I wanted to get done and just didn't have time for. So, here we are. Goodbye, Bob. Right in front of the house. Oh, here comes Mora, and she's so sad. Everyone passing by is very sad. It's really quite tragic. And you know what? It's not that I don't like Bob. It's just that he's kind of like meh. I wasn't really interested in him very much. So I am more interested in his wife and her affair with Carmen. And Carmen just called on the phone and was like, I heard that your husband died. Want to go out to dinner? So, yes. And actually, I realized that you can choose which table you want to sit at. So we're going to sit outside because I have been dying to sit outside. And part of me regrets putting these huge candelabra things on every table because it's kind of hard to see the Sims. But, you win some, you lose some. So I'm just going to order them some pasta. And she keeps trying to walk away. So I'm going to cheat her needs. Don't walk away from the table. So they are going to order and just kind of enjoy each other's company. Mora is sad. I mean, it's still heartbreaking for her, even if her and Bob weren't like true loves. It's still hard. I mean, that's the father of her children, and also, now she's gonna have to raise three kids on her own. Like that's really hard for her. So, in a perfect world, she would be able to, you know, be with Carmen, and she can't. So it's just all very difficult, but luckily Carmen seems to be really like stepping up. She keeps calling and stuff and checking in, which is really sweet. So these two are just going to have their meal together. Nothing's going to happen. They're just going to enjoy a nice meal, and Mora is going to try and get her mind off things. But we do have to head home because, as it turns out, it is Ashlyn's birthday. So a few of the kids have aged up since the last time we talked. I think Nasir aged up, and Kennedy aged up. Is that her name? Cassidy. No, it's Cassidy. Cassidy and Nasir both aged up into children, and today is Ashlyn's birthday. So we've kind of gone through the firstborn of every family, are all children, and we will start seeing the secondborn children start to age up as well, but that is not for a little while. Here we go, Ashlyn blowing out the candles. And because we're in this household, I think that I forgot to add the other children to the clubs yet. So we'll do that a little later. But for right now, it's just Ashlyn and then the Phoenix children and then Cordelia. So when I go through to get pictures for the family trees and stuff, I will also add the other children to the clubs. But right now, Mora is just trying to spend as much time, trying to keep her mind off things, but it's hard. She keeps going to bed to cry. And yeah, we had her garden, and we're just kind of passing time until Remembrance Day, which is tomorrow. And I thought that it would be a good time to bring Bob's urn over to the graveyard on Remembrance Day. I'm trying to decide whether or not I want to have like Remembrance Day be that you're supposed to only bring the urns over on Remembrance Day, but people die intermittently. So that might not always be the case. But since it coincides in this case, it's fine. If like someone dies midway through the calendar, then maybe we'll bring their grave over early, or I don't know. So maybe it also depends on what family they're from. But anyway, we are having Ashlyn call over the other children just to hang out. They're all having leftover cake. And it's really got me thinking about leftover cake because leftover cake is excellent. Like box cake that you made and then you put it in the fridge like overnight, delicious. Excellent. So those are my cake recommendations. Um, and yes, Mora is tired. I was going to say Ashlyn. That is not Ashlyn. Ashlyn's at school. And the toddlers are both sad. And I'm just cheating their needs because, I can't take care of toddlers. They don't even have a nanny. I've got Cordelia having a live-in nanny and a butler. and 2 adults. So it's not about the toddlers for me. And um, what else? Everyone's calling for their condolences, which is really sweet. Although the children have now infiltrated this house for some reason. So everyone is very upset. I mean, of course, all of the founders are very upset because Bob was one of them. He spent a lot of time on the ocean with them, like as with the pirates, and they were all very close. They were all friends anyway. And um, I guess it's best that Matilda went first because Matilda and Bob were very close because um, besides the fact that I had them woohoo that time, but I figured that they would be closer because they were both servants in Cordelia's castle originally. And yeah, so I did, I mean, you probably noticed, I did give them initial skills and relationships, the 6 people that we had in the beginning, just because, you know, the Sims didn't give them anything, so I did. And actually, Carmen is inviting us out to the ruins, so let's just go. This is again one of the places that I haven't deleted yet, but I'm okay with that because there's nothing here. So we are just going to light this fire and then dance at the fire. Looks like a bunch of other people have shown up, so we might as well call over the whole club. And here we go. Everyone dancing, enjoying themselves. Maybe it's like in memory of Bob. I don't know. So, oh, look at Carmen. Wow, that fire dancing. So that is, we're just going to go home after this. Nothing too exciting. Luckily for us, it is now Saturday, so we will be able to have Remembrance Day very soon. So we're just going to head home in the interim. So here we are back at home, and we'll check on the garden again. Ashlyn is very sad, and so are the boys. But yeah, our garden is looking kind of dry, so let's water that. And then probably, I don't know, maybe we'll check on their needs. And then we'll head over to the graveyard as soon as we get that notification that Remembrance Day has started. So here she goes, just gardening. It's nice to take her mind off things. I think that she is really worried about, all of her children and what's she going to do, all that stuff. So, aw, look at the little babies. So it's, just family bonding time. Don't put the kid in the high chair. You'll never get it out. The reason that I did put high chairs in my builds is because I guess for the nanny or the butler, you can't ask them for food unless there's a high chair. So that's weird, but we're just going to accept it. And now it's Remembrance Day, and we are going to head over to the graveyard and place Bob's urn. Here we go. And here is the graveyard. First, she's checking out Matilda's urn, probably because that's the only thing I have them doing on Remembrance Day. So there is Matilda's urn. She's currently the only urn in the graveyard, but that will change very shortly. So here we go. And we'll have her put Bob's here. And then we'll just go into build mode and add like a little flower there. Say she left a flower. I'm trying to decide whether we'll be leaving lots of things at different urns and places. As you probably saw, I already put a bunch of stuff around Cordelia's future resting place, but I don't want to be too obnoxious with everyone else's. So now we are going to switch households because we're done with the Perryton household. So now we're going to switch over to Cordelia's household. We'll have her mourn and have all of her family mourn because they all need to do well on the holiday. Oh, okay, you're playing on the monkey bars way over there. See, I had to make this like a park or something, so I had to add a few other things that didn't really go in a graveyard, but I can't call a club here if it's a generic lot, so that's a bummer. And then I'm going to have Cordelia go and visit Matilda because I feel like that's something she would do. So they lay Bob to rest, and then Cordelia would go and see Matilda. It's really a bummer. I love this dress on her, but it literally clips all around her butt and her hips, and you can see through it. Like, look at that. Oh, it's terrible. So I might have to consider putting her in something else. But anyway, we are back home. I think Eliza needs to do her homework. And we'll have her write about her feelings in her journal as well, because she's having a hard time, and writing it down will help her. And then I'm just putting some pictures back here. You know what's really annoying is I can't change the frames after I decide them once, but whatever. Um, I'm just looking at the pictures because I have started the gallery because this room became full. So I started a gallery and I have placed some pictures there, and we're going to place a few more pictures there. But um, my inventory moving things has been really complicated lately. Anyway, so we are going to put a few more things there. Here are the leftover pictures that didn't make it into the gallery, and I'm unsure yet whether I'll put them in or not. I think it's going to depend on how much space we have at the end of her life. So one room in the gallery is dedicated entirely to Cordelia. So, um, I think that we will have to see at the end of her life and maybe move some things around. But for right now, this is the configuration, and I am going to go a little bit slower now that we're arriving at the gallery so that you can really take a look. The speed build for it is on my channel, so you can catch that. It's also downloadable from the gallery, but it as empty. So you can see it's totally empty because we are going to fill it up together. But we have Cordelia here, and I don't know where she's going. Oh, she wants to like talk to someone in the bathroom, which is just whatever. But we are going to put up those other pictures in just a second. While I was recording this, I was also transferring files over from another computer, so pretend I'm not multitasking. She's talking to someone in the bathroom. This is also a cafe, not a museum, because I didn't want to put anything up in it, and also I wanted there to be like a hangout spot. I feel like you can buy stuff at museums. So here is the gallery. Just take a look around. It's separated by like life stage for Cordelia. So we're going to put up these pictures first, and then I'll explain. So we'll put up a picture of Cordelia and Xander right there. See, look, I'm trying to fix the frames. It doesn't want to. It wants them to be silver. Anyway, um, moving on. So over here, we have along this wall Cordelia and Matilda pictures. Then over here, we have the wedding photos and then couples photos. And that includes the new one we just added. And then we have portraits of Cordelia and of Xander. And then we have like family photos. So Eliza as a toddler section, and then Eliza as a child. So that's that. And then over here, we have the other families. I'm not sure yet what I'm going to do there, whether I'm going to put their portraits in the gallery as well, but we'll see how much room we have. And then over here, we have the Eliza section. So Eliza will be the next room. We have her as a toddler and her as a child, some family photos with her siblings. So the way that I am configuring this is that the Cordelia room is portraits of Cordelia and people from her generation. So that's the reason why portraits that had Eliza but that did not have Cordelia in them went into the Eliza room because that's like Eliza's childhood. And but if Cordelia's in the photo, it goes into the Cordelia room. And then it's just kind of based on rank. So because Cordelia is, Eliza's mother, so she's the queen first, she has a higher rank. And so portraits with both Cordelia and Eliza go into the Cordelia room, if any of that makes sense. So we're going to have everyone come in here and take a look at the portraits. I think that they look lovely. I'm really excited about filling this up and making it look nice. Maybe I've gone a little overboard with the portraits, but also we'll probably change some stuff around. I think after Cordelia dies, we'll kind of really decide what this room is going to look like. So that is what's going on there. And Cordelia and Xander just woohooed. So I'm doing a check on her because you know that 5%'s burned me before. So here we are looking at all the nice photos. I love it. And I was like, okay, why doesn't Cordelia go and get a snack or something because she's hungry? But no, the staff member has decided to just walk away. Like, okay, what am I supposed to do with this? Come back. So we got the queen herself making her own drink. That's cool. So this is a gallery. I hope that you like it. It is a lot of fun, and that is where we're going to wrap up today. So that's where we'll be stopping this video. In this video, we had Bob pass away and Mora and Carmen go out together. We had Ashlyn's birthday. Everyone went to the ruins, and we had Remembrance Day, which included a small service for Bob. And then we went to the art gallery. So we did a lot in this one. And I hope that you enjoyed it. At the end here, I will show some pictures of our newly childhood Sims. So I hope that you enjoyed. And here is our Ashlyn and then Nasir. I mean, he is definitely going to take after his dad. And Cassidy. So I'll catch you in the next one.